Hello, welcome to iHeart Board Games, where today we are playing Cold Case Crackers. This is from Mystery Crime Games. This was sent to us to test our abilities of cracking a case. Kind of takes us back to our old escape room days on Mondays. So that's what we're going to kind of be doing. This is the 12th Street Theater case, the murder of Victoria Frankel. And April 4th, 2002. I wonder why they chose that date. Just throw it out there.
April 4th.
Yeah, before iPhones. So no one can be...
That is today. 20 years later.
Oh, that is creepy. That I honestly was not intentional. And that's 20 years later. Wow. Okay. Just to show that, because that was weird. Yep, April 4th, 2002.
Oh, wait a second. We are exactly
That's a little strange. All right, so local theater owner Victoria Frankel was murdered at the 12th Street Theater in downtown Edston. In an attempt to cover their tracks and finish the job, the killer set fire to the theater. Due to the lack of evidence, the case went cold. Recently, new evidence came to light, and this case has been officially reopened. 5 suspects are Malcolm, Maggie, Angela, Franklin, and Donnie. In order to find the killer, the police need your help. What it takes to crack the case. Then it says what's included. Yeah, it's a sign of something. I'm not sure what though. Let's see, 40 individual pieces of evidence to aid the investigation. Bunch of things if you get stuck at any point. Anonymous online tip. All right. Can turn it over to Joe. He's going to open it for us. Yeah. Let's see what this is all about.
I don't have my crime scene gloves.
Spamonite says they are gunned. I'm guessing he meant these are fun.
That's all of it.
What happened to the what happened to the folder?
A little dirty.
It looks a little dirty. Got some dirt on the bottom there.
Dirt. Is it meant to be or is it no?
I mean, I don't know.
I don't think so.
Don't think so?
No, it seems kind of random.
Is there anything in there?
No, there's nothing in here. Maybe it is. I don't know.
It could be intentional.
Maybe some
schmutz.
But it doesn't look like printed. It just looks like they schmutzed it on their own.
I mean, that's
the intern before it goes out schmutz up these folders.
Yeah, just rub some random stuff on it. Because yeah, you can feel the texture. Weird. All right, continue.
Case number. Put that up. That's tape. There we go.
So there's a bunch of different cold case crackers. This is just one of them.
We've got a green folder. And we've got...
Okay. Got different phases here. Got some stock photography. Phase 1, open after reading the rules and gameplay. And this says, do not open until after you complete phase 1, after phase 2, after phase 3. Okay, so we'll put this right here. Read that after we know the rules, I guess.
I don't know if I can read.
Let's see. Probably not. You can just read on your own.
That's all right. Local theater owner Victoria Frankel was murdered on Thursday, April 4th, 2002 at the 12th Street Theater in downtown Edston. In an attempt to cover their tracks and finish the job, the killer set fire to the theater. Original suspects include Malcolm Frankel, the husband, Maggie Cooper, the best friend, Angela Witherson, the actress, Frankie Rooks, the business owner, and Donnie Dillon, the stagehand. All 5 of these original suspects cooperated fully with investigators and provided statements and fingerprints. However, given the lack of physical evidence recovered from the fire, the case went cold and was never solved. 2 years later, local business owner Franklin Rooks attempted to purchase the property where the theater was located, only to determine the property was not in the name of Malcolm or Victoria Frankel. The name on the deed was listed as one Caleb Towers. Police work determined that Caleb was the previously unknown son of Victoria from a previous marriage who was never questioned in the original investigation. After finding this information, detectives Irvine and Trapper went to speak to Caleb and found out that he had struggled tremendously over the last 2 years, knowing his mom's murder was unsolved. He was able to provide insight to his mother's case and a piece of potential evidence. After getting the new information and seeing that what this unsolved murder has done to the family left behind, detectives enlisted help from the cold case crackers to finally bring justice to the killer and closure to the family. Once your investigation team is ready to begin, we got a website, coldcrackers.com, 12th Street Theater. To hear the original cases, hear from the case's original detective. Good luck.
Oh, so you got to do some internet stuff.
Yeah, so it is your job to complete each phase in order to crack the case and put the killer behind bars. When you feel you have the appropriate evidence to complete a phase and further the investigation, you need to confirm online, follow the directions for each phase card to do so. Use all evidence at your disposal in completing each phase. Sometimes relevant evidence can hide in plain sight. Note, some evidence can be accessed only online only. If you need help progressing in the game, contact the tip line for a push in the right direction. The police have a tip line set up. It's always a good place to go when your team of investigators is stuck on a phase. And it goes to coldcasecrackers.com/tip.line and type in whichever tip line phase code corresponds to the phase you're currently on. There's no limit to the number of detectives you can have on your team. Disclaimer, all description and accounts in this game is fictional and for entertainment purposes only. Oh, it's only for entertainment. Okay.
I was really feeling the pressure there for a second. So Victoria.
So Victoria has a son who must be adult age.
Right. That's what I was wondering. I'm like, she looks a little young.
And she's a theater owner, which you're probably about to do when, she was about to turn 30 and she was like, I should probably buy a theater.
Yeah, like we all do.
Like in heaven.
Let me get your earphones. I forgot that we'd be having some interaction with that. And so that's all there is? Do we look at anything else?
It doesn't even really, no. I guess it's a start there and then.
Let's stick with the earphones so the chat can hear it too. There you go. We'll move this out of the way once we're done with the audio portion.
To it or what?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, you got to set it up.
Yeah, it's just easier this way. All right, so we're at the webpage, 12th Street Theater case. Let's see what this has to say. I think you're all plugged in. Oh, wait, you're not plugged in. Hold on a second. All right. Double checking my audio settings. Okay, here we go.
My name is Detective Irvine. I want to start by saying welcome to your Cold Case Crackers team. Myself, along with Detective Trapper, were originally on this case. The case revolves around the murder of one Victoria Frankel on April 4th, 2002. After building the suspect pool, we failed to make any progress as all the leads went cold. But recently we spoke with the son of Victoria Frankel, who provided us with new insight, and we have a renewed spirit to finally get justice. Now, I do appreciate your taking the case, and I look forward to catching this killer who's escaped justice for far too long. When you believe your group is ready to take this case, please find all the evidence in the original file I sent over. We really need you on this one. Good luck.
All right. That kind of just didn't really tell us much, did it?
No, not really.
Did I mishear it? I'm going to unplug that here. And if that comes back, we'll just plug it back in. All right. So that's a thing.
Maybe it's just to get used to that there's a website.
Right. Oh, yeah, because
we do have to check it later.
Tip line and stuff like that.
Well, when we have to go, if we can, I think we have to verify that we're ready for the next phase when we do that.
Oh, yeah. Well, after reading rules and gameplay. Okay. Did we read the rules and gameplay?
Yeah, that's what I read.
Oh.
This sheet was, it doesn't, rules and gameplay.
So I guess then that's
And he just told us to check the evidence.
I guess we'll go into phase one.
Yes.
I'm okay with that. Ooh, it's properly sealed.
Yes, it's good. Phase one was definitely where you should start. Now phase two.
Let's see. Yes, we are I guess we're detectives. As far as I know, as far as they're concerned, we're just random people. All right, that is all the contents of phase one. So we have the final casting playbill. Says that the guitarist on the ledge. Oh, that's the name of the particular play that was going on. The guitarist on the ledge, played by all these different people, which we'll go through in fine detail in a moment. It shows a schedule of opening week. And yeah. Oh, and then on the back it says playbill card entered into evidence. Yeah. Frank's printing order number 1943-2. We have a voluntary witness statement from Edston Police from Caleb Towers, age 19. There's his age. And his phone number, it's not a 555, so don't call that. Follow-up interview pertaining to the murder of Victoria Frankel, son of victim. All I know is that the person did this to my mom is still out there. She never hurt anyone and didn't deserve this. You can have her play card from that night. I guess that's that. She gave it to me, and I was supposed to come see her. Please find who took my mom from me. Doesn't sound like it was written by a 19-year-old. Let me know who's on the other side of that phone call. Could be important information. So yeah, that's interesting. It was taken 2 years after the murder.
They told us that earlier. Yeah.
Oh, they did. Okay.
So we have to remember we're not now, but 2 years after the murder. So you have to remember that we don't have.
We're not in 2022. We're in 2004.
I guess I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't know if it's pertinent or not, but it seems weird that they would say it was.
Oh, it's the courthouse in New Jersey. Okay. So that's what that is. Let's see. Phase 1. One of the most productive things investigators can do in starting out an investigation is to establish the whereabouts of the suspects at the time of the crime. Given the facts of the case outlined in the medical examiner's report and the police report, one of the suspects is exonerated by the case timeline. Evidence collected in the investigation confirms this. Which two artifacts exonerate one of the suspects by proving they couldn't have been at the scene of the crime? And then you use the artifacts list below, and it has a bunch of different things. And then once you have chosen two, verify you are correct by entering the corresponding 4-digit code at this particular website, coldcrackers.com/verify. And that's it. So let's figure this out.
Separate the new stuff from the older stuff. So we got a police incident report. It says I was called to the scene of a fire at 12th Street Theater. There was one individual found dead in the building. The Edston fire marshal ruled the cause of the fire arson and non-accidental. It says further action needed. Yes, follow up with ME office and speak with spouse of deceased Malcolm Frankel. Fire started approximately 8:45 to 9 p.m. There was no one other than the deceased found in the building. Preliminary evidence leads towards homicide. We'll wait for the medical examiner report to confirm. This Victoria Frankel is a victim involved. Witnesses to the incident is Patty Berenster, dog walker, Thomas Smith, cab driver, Mendlewood shop owner. And then notes, it says play casting cards collected from the scene to establish timeline and build a person of interest report. And this is from Detective Irvine that we heard from there. And this was on 2002.
Yeah.
So here's the autopsy report. So we have a list of Victoria Frankel, born in 65. She's white.
Yeah, to spell is right. It's going to be a lot of reading to find
Weight 148 pounds, blue eye color, blood type O positive, blonde hair, facial hair none. Said length, I guess height. It's 5'8".
the length of the body.
The length of the body. Charles, two from Charles Irvine, Edston PD. Victim body had indication of blunt force trauma to the head. There were severe burns to most of the body from the fire. No abnormal drugs in the system. BAC detected with level 0.09%. Either blunt force trauma to the head or asphyxiation from smoke inhalation. Exact cause inconclusive due to damage to corpse. Victim was struck in the head with a blunt object, causing her to become unconscious. Then the building was set fire and her body was damaged too much to be determined if she had died from being struck in the head or if she continued breathing and died from smoke inhalation.
Mm-hmm.
And then on this side, we have another picture.
It's gonna be a
Maggie.
challenge remembering like all this information.
Yeah, there's Maggie, the best friend.
Malcolm, the husband. Franklin, the business owner. Donnie, stagehand. And Angela, the actress.
So there's another playbill.
Who's your notepad detective? Yeah. Should we start a notepad? Seems like a thing we should do.
There's two more playbills here. We should probably check to see if there's something different.
Oh, good idea. So I got a Google Docs open. If we need to take any notes, just let me know what those notes might be.
And then we have a clipping. Newspaper clipping, museum to end investigation, artifacts stolen from theater.
There we go.
Late last month, Edison Museum of Ancient History made the news in a not so exciting way. An ancient artifact that was loaned to the 12th Street Theater for the upcoming performance of The Guitarist on the Ledge was stolen from the theater Tuesday night of 26th of March. The artifact was described as a crystal sphere about the size of a softball and weighing about 3 pounds. The glass crystal sphere, pictured on right, was said to belong to an ancient group of fortune tellers from the 1500s. The museum had been working closely with the theater along with the Edison Police Department to find the thief and return the artifact. However, the museum has said in a press release yesterday evening that they have decided to end their part of the investigation. Joshua Stone, museum curator, said yesterday, due to the lack of evidence thus far in the recent fire that destroyed any leads, we are terminating our investigation. He went on to say that if any leads appear, the matter will be opened in the future. Hopefully by a team of case crackers.
Let's briefly go over these artifacts that we may find.
So that's the first one we just read.
artifacts.
The newspaper clipping from Holmes.
Okay, so that could be one thing. We also have a locker one. We have suspect profiles for all these people. We have 2 casting playbills. We have the map of Edson. We have the photos themselves. We have the police incident report. We have their phone records, these people's phone records. No 3D glasses were included. We have witness statements, and then we have transcripts, and then medical examiner's report. So quite a few things we can find. All right, so you mentioned like finding discrepancies between these playbills. So this is Victoria's playbill, right?
That's the one that Caleb gave us.
Yeah, because it's his mom.
Yeah.
And this one came with the.
This one
two?
came with, there's 2 for some reason.
Okay, so the printing orders are different, meaning they were printed at a different time or different orders.
Yeah, so that would maybe be a later date.
So there must be a difference here somewhere. Why else would you reprint it? Okay, so producer's reception on the early one was 6:30 to 7:30. This pushes it to 8:30 to 9:30. And that appears to be the only thing that I see. Looking at the rolls all seem to be the same. Yeah, it's just that one thing. The producer's reception got pushed up in a later printing. So that leaves nothing happening on Thursday between 6 to 8:30. Whereas before it would have been just a 30-minute window. But what was the time of the fire?
We have the
Oh, there we go. More stuff to read.
Well, Street Theater fire takes 1 life.
You have that in front of you.
Murder suspected. One night meant to be filled with joy and celebration, tragedy struck the 12th Street Theater in its opening week around 9 p.m. Thursday evening, so 9 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was also on the autopsy report.
Oh, that was 9.
It was
Pretty much right in the middle of the reception. If we go by the latest playbill,
Or was it? Yeah, 8:45 to 9. It said.
or Victoria's playbill specifically. Oh, you think she showed up late to the producer's reception and nobody was there?
All right. So the police department found one dead on scene that had suspicious wounds, not indicative of a fire. This led police to open the investigation as a homicide pending medical examiner's report. The victim on scene was one of the theater owners and producers of his premiere play, 37-year-old Victoria Frankel. Victoria and her husband Malcolm Frankel had just bought the theater a few years ago and were looking forward to the theater's potential. Eston police confirmed Friday morning that this would be investigated as a murder. They believe the fire could have been set in an attempt to cover up the murder and any potential evidence. Detective Irvine said in a press release the murder of Victoria Frankel was a brutal and cruel one, and the guilty party or parties will be brought to justice. He went on to say evidence in this case is minimal. We appreciate all the help we can get. We are setting up a tip line for anyone with information regarding the incident. The fire department have been working closely with the police and said that they would give any information they uncover while trying to determine the fire's exact cause. The job is daunting when given the extensive damage. Both departments hope to work together to find justice for this horrible act. Victoria, pictured on right, has been a loving member of the Edson community for years, according to Frankel's pastor. Ms. Frankel was a graduate of Marshstand High School just outside of Edson. She will be remembered by her loved ones as a bright light for all friends and family. Family is appreciative of...
Is that a pun? She burned alive.
Oh. The family is appreciative of the community's love, support at this trying time. Her husband Malcolm announced the funeral service will be held later next week with the exact times and dates forthcoming.
It's been nice. I'd read the back as well. So yeah, we got a small business owners gathering, I'm guessing. So Rooks is mentioned here in the back of this. Wasn't that a name? Rooks.
Where's her?
Local print shop owner Rooks.
Is he?
Let's see what this says. The past couple days have seen quite a crowd at the state's capitol, included in the bystanders were activists activists for many causes important to the city. The biggest surprise came from the small Edson business owners and others from surrounding cities. These activists have been converging at the Capitol House for the past week in the hope of having their voices heard. The protesters have numbered in the hundreds each day in this week, with even higher numbers predicted for the weekend. Those protests come at a crucial time, just as the New York legislators plan to take up bills near and dear to the hearts of the small business communities that reside in surrounding areas. This coming month, Congress plans to present several bills regarding land ownership and commercial zoning laws. Legislator Greg Teeks said Tuesday, "The bills currently sitting on our docket will be a huge precedent for how we will view small businesses. We as a community need to protect the local families and their dreams of opening up stores in their hometown at affordable prices and in meaningful locations." One of the bills designates a certain percentage of city block to be zoned for businesses, with a certain percentage specifically for small businesses. The zoning of Edson has been ridiculed in recent months due to the high rezoning prices in certain areas okay, so part of this gets cut off. Let's just brief through it and see if we can find. Let's see, they mentioned Teeks, which was legislator Greg Teeks. Will help keep stores and shops near the consumers to allow for diverse business community. Let's see if they mention anything. Let's see. Protesters spoke passionately about wealthy owners buying entire city blocks at a time, leaving no room for locals. Landlords have not renewed leases. Rent has increased as much as 450%. Can't afford my rent being tripled. Brooks, a local printer shop owner, has been consistent.
That's him, Franklin Brooks.
Oh, the business owner. Has been the consistent voice for the movement. He has held meetings weekly for those who feel the growth of the businesses has halted in the wake of these rising. Interesting. Almost like motive.
On the back of here, we have another partial bit of article, something at City Hall. The prices and politics of their city. In an interview with Channel 7 News, he said, I've been a member of this community all my life. Investors come in and price us out from having competitive locations. Some owners have been pushed out completely and lost everything they built. I personally found a spot where I planned to build my second business, but days before closing, I was told a new offer had tripled the amount. Was that it? Oh,
Yeah.
oh this is okay, so it is Rooks.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Rooks is mentioned again here.
Was his print shop? No, it wasn't. According to this was Frank's printing. Wait, is he Frank's? Oh, he's Franklin.
Franklin. Franks is plural.
It could be him.
Yeah, Franks is in plural. Franks.
Okay.
I mean, not plural, I mean a possessive, like Franks.
Yeah, like Franklin.
Yep.
Yeah, they have. So, yeah.
He said he got priced out recently.
All right.
Yeah, so they were planning a rally on this where they get their fair shake movement.
Owners want is a fair shake. All right.
It says the
The opportunity to do so will be on April 14th and 15th in the City Hall meeting room. So this is the
like the
meeting.
following, like a week later, more than a week later than the death, the murder.
Okay. Feels important. What day was the fire? April 4th. Yeah. Sounds right, right?
Yep, April 4th.
Yeah, that's the date given on the back of the thing. April 6th was the autopsy. Okay.
All right. So we have a witness statement from Patty Berenster, which was down here. She was a dog walker. 12th Street Theater fire homicide investigation. Eyewitness walking dog around at the time of fire. The fire started very quick. Once I saw the flames, I saw someone come out of the side of the building, and I couldn't make out their face, but they ran away.
I started quick. Okay. It ran away. Why didn't you chase Patty?
Let the dog loose.
Yeah.
All right, so we have Thomas Smith. This is the cab driver. Eyewitness cab driver driving by. I saw the fire. Y'all got here quick. That was some response time when my shed burned down last spring. It took y'all a good while to get there. Did I see anyone? No, sir. All right, thank you, Mr. Smith. He has a 212 number. These both have 212 numbers.
212.
And here's the last one. Mendel Woods is the shop owner. Eyewitness horse across the street. Right as the fire started, I saw someone leave the alley. I couldn't make them out completely, but they looked like the person that robbed the theater a few nights ago. I already spoke to the police about that a few nights ago.
Oh. Someone robbed the theater?
Yeah, the crystal. The crystal, that was the article.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So how did this go?
It doesn't.
It works out this way.
Yeah, we're
All right.
supposed to make that connection somehow. All right.
Yeah, so they stole the crystal ball. We have a cell phone tower map.
Oh. We'll just put that in front of you. I think right there.
Yep. And the theater's right there, it says. Right there. Not sure.
Oh, so there's going to be something with the cell towers later?
Yeah, I imagine there's some kind of place where people are.
Okay.
We got Angela, the actress's fingerprints, type of car she had, her height, age. Been working 6 months. There. Then we have Donnie's fingerprints.
Donnie Dillon.
He drives a
Oh,
Buick.
middle name Travis.
He drives
Criminal.
He drives a Buick LeSabre.
Oh, nice.
But he also has some previous arrests. Did she have prior? She had a prior arrest.
Wasn't that the subject of a Seinfeld episode? Used to be what's the celebrity?
That was John Voight's.
John Voight.
John Voight's like LeBaron or something.
LeBaron. LeSabre, LeBaron. Pretty close. All right.
He wanted to verify the
pencil
teeth,
marking.
the teeth prints and the he went to dentist. Yeah, so this is Maggie Cooper, which is the best friend.
All right, Maggie.
He has no prior arrests.
Yep. Cooper Consultant.
Here's Malcolm, the husband, no prior arrest. He has a Navigator and a Mercury Mystique. I don't remember what Mercury Mystique was.
I like the Mercury, not like the Taurus, but not quite as nice, even though it's the same company.
That's right.
And the Pathfinder. People still drive those around.
Mm-hmm. And this is Franklin Rooks, the business owner. No prior arrest.
DPQ. Interesting.
We have an official interview transcript.
Oh my gosh. Lengthy.
This was Malcolm Frankel. This is the business owner. Malcolm, we appreciate. This is Detective Irvine. Malcolm, we
Let's
appreciate.
do it like a script.
Okay.
I'll play the role of Malcolm.
Okay, I'll be Detective Irvine. Malcolm, we appreciate you're coming down to the station to speak with us today. We have a few questions to ask you about the events that took place last night. First, where were you around 8:45 p.m. yesterday evening?
I was killing a theater owner. No,
Okay.
wait, that's not what it said.
We're done.
I was on my way to a friend's house. Do you think I did this? Why would I kill my wife? Stop wasting my time talking to me and go find the real serial killer. This is the guy I'm playing.
Yeah.
Go find the real serial killer.
Relax. We were just trying to do our jobs. Does friend you speak of have a name?
Yes, Marie.
How long were you at her house?
I didn't stay. When I got there, she wasn't home.
Where did you go next?
Read it like Ronald would. Oh, okay. I got to get in the Ronald mindset. Girl. Okay. Here we go. Where did I go next? I went home.
When was the last time you saw your wife?
Girl, yesterday morning. She was supposed to come to the owner's reception at 6:30 at the theater, but never showed up.
You should probably interject what you just eaten right now. I just had some cookies and they were
Yeah.
really good.
And so I just had some ice cream.
Is it normal for her to just not show up?
No, she always shows up on time. Girl,
All right, Malcolm. Well, how did you hear about the incident at the theater?
I saw it on the news and came down to the theater.
How was the theater doing?
What do you mean?
Financially, you bought the property a few years back and haven't made any money on it yet.
Girl, we weren't doing well. We had fallen behind on our payments because the construction of the theater had been delayed so much. But that was all going to change after we opened up.
Was the theater insured?
Yes, fully, girl. I don't like what you are insinuating.
I'm just trying to get a full understanding of the circumstances surrounding your wife's death after the fire at the theater.
Girl, I didn't do this. I would never harm her. All right, I think that was a perfect phone conversation.
And now we have another interview with Maggie,
Oh boy.
the best friend.
All right, you could stay detective mode, so you don't have to sway
Now I'm
too far out of it.
Now I'm Detective Trapper.
And Detective Trapper, different one. All right, this will be the role I'm playing.
You started, yeah.
Maggie, the best friend. All right. Girl, is this about the theater fire?
Yes, we have a few questions. We appreciate you coming down to the station to help us out.
Okay, girl, ask away.
How about I interview you? What was your relationship with Victoria Frankel?
She and I have been good friends since high school. We kind of fell off when she married that rich husband and decided she wanted a different life that didn't include me. We recently started talking again. We were getting started to rekindle our relationship over ice cream.
It appears you had a phone conversation with her earlier in the day of her death. What was that nature of that conversation?
Girl, she was talking about her husband.
Okay, Maggie, what about her husband?
She and I had been talking on whether Malcolm was staying faithful. He had been coming home late and sometimes hours after he left work.
Did she have any idea where he was spending any of that time or who he was with?
Girl, she had suspected someone who was worked at the theater, but was going to talk to him that night. That's what we were talking about on the phone.
Well, to be honest with you, ma'am, you were the only one that we know talked to her that day. We have people telling us that you and Victoria have been fighting lately and things got really heated a couple times.
Girl, we have fights. All friends do, but I don't want her dead.
Some people think that you did and said, some people think that you did and said that you told Victoria she would suffer if she stayed with Malcolm.
Yeah, I said it. He was bad news. He was probably one that mentioned my name. He never liked me. And I never like husbands that come home at 2 a.m.
I'm right there with you. I usually get home by dinner time. My wife makes a mean jambalaya. But at the end of the day, I'm trying to solve murder here, and your name keeps coming up.
Girl, that sounds good. Jambalaya. Well, I don't know what else to tell you.
Well, where were you that night around 8 p.m.?
Can't switch characters in the middle of it. I was home all night. Is there a back? Oh, yeah, a little bit. Oh, missed the back of this character. This character's reading too.
We'll finish this one. Is there anyone that can back that up?
Just my cat, Simon.
Okay, Miss Cooper, I appreciate your time today. Do you mind if we reach back out with any follow-up questions?
Girl, I don't mind. I just wanted to find who this person who did it. All right, so we have some leftover conversation.
I'm sorry, Malcolm. I have some more questions. Do you have any idea who wanted to harm Victoria or would have been at the theater that night?
Maggie, you need to talk to her. Maggie's one of her friends who has been really weird around me lately. I think something has been off with her. As far as who have been at the theater that night, any of our employees could have been there.
Can you provide a last name?
Maggie Cooper.
Is there anyone else you can think of? Anyone at all?
Well, there was this. Well, that's probably not relevant.
No, please. Everything is relevant.
Girl, there's this local business owner, Franklin Rooks. He is very hostile towards me and Victoria. Whenever we bought the theater, he had threatened us.
We appreciate the information. I know I don't have to say this, but don't leave town for a few days.
I have business to handle here, and I have nowhere else to go. There we go. All right.
2 interviews out of the way.
Simon here. You're not Simon.
And now we have Donnie, the stagehand.
Oh, Donnie. All right, Donnie. Let's see. Oh, yeah, this is Donnie.
Donnie.
Hey, guys. I'm Donnie.
Hey, Donnie. It's nice to see you again. How have you been?
Oh, I've been staying out of trouble, just like I'm supposed to.
Okay, man. I don't know if your rap sheet has any more room on it.
I'm not doing anything bad.
Okay, that's good to hear. We called you to talk about the incident at the theater. Do you know anything about that?
Silence.
Donnie, I know you're working at the theater and we have a body in a burned up city block. I need you to talk to me.
I had nothing to do with it.
Well, let's start here. Were you at the theater the day of the murder?
Yes, but I was just doing my job and I was gone by 7 p.m.
So you left at 7 p.m. did not return the rest of the night.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
You had no reason to want to be at the theater at all?
No.
Michael said that you were supposed to be cleaning up around the time Victoria died. Am I supposed to believe that a seasoned criminal like you was home eating ice cream in bed?
Ice cream, that sounds good. But I came in here, didn't I? I had nothing to do with it.
Did you know Victoria Frankel?
Yeah, she owned the theater and she was nice to me. She didn't deserve to die.
You have no idea who would want to kill her.
Silence.
Donnie.
I have no reason to help you, and I have nothing else to say. You RJ with a thick.
If you know anything about this, Donnie, I'm going to be paying you a visit. Get out of here.
Yup. All right, so that's Donnie. Donnie, everyone. Exit stage right, Donnie.
Here's Angela Witherson.
Angela. RJ with his thick accent. I'm not RJ. It's hard to do. Yeah, this is Angela the actress. So I don't think she has an RJ voice, does she? RJ's just British. Jambalaya and ice cream does sound good. Yeah. All right. Angela. Like Angela. Right?
Angela Marie Witherson. Thanks for making the trip down. Marie, that's a pretty name.
Thank you. It's a family name.
Well, we have some questions about Mrs. Frankel's murder. Are you aware she was killed the night of the fire?
Yeah, heard.
You are actress at the theater, correct?
Yeah, we were about to have our opening weekend.
What were your whereabouts the day of the murder?
We had like a long day at the theater rehearsing for opening night, but I was like gone after the reception.
Did you see Victoria at the theater at all?
No, she was invited to the producer's reception, of course, but never showed.
Oh, and everyone just left?
Yeah, we had like a big day next day.
What was your relationship like with Mrs. Frankel?
She was Malcolm's wife. She didn't really have a relationship.
What was your relationship like with Malcolm?
Why would you ask me that?
We hear Malcolm may have been more friendly with someone who works on the production. Would you know anything about that?
I know where this is going. Let me just say that Malcolm is a good man. I'm not going to drag him through the mud. I know he is struggling with all of this and just needs support.
Okay, Miss Witherson. Where were you at the time of the murder?
I was home.
Can anyone verify that?
I still live alone, unfortunately, so no.
Okay, well, do you know anyone that would want to hurt her?
Me. No. I live my life. I do not know what goes on with everyone. All I know is I did not do it.
Well, someone did. And we will get to the bottom of this. If you think of anything that might be important, please give us a call.
I'm happy to do that. Only thing is, all I've been done is looking for a new job.
Yes, I guess so. It's tough for everyone. Have a good day, man.
Changed it a little bit in the middle there because you mentioned Canadian characters, so I was trying to go there. I was like, switch it back. Yeah, Mid-Atlantic. Yeah, that Mid-Atlantic accent. Where did we hear that? That was another game, wasn't it? All right. So this is Franklin.
Wait. Let's go back to a second to Malcolm.
Oh, we got a discrepancy thing
Yeah, who was he going to visit?
in his interview.
Yeah,
Malcolm.
was he going to visit?
Let's see. Was it on the back?
Who was it?
Maggie Cooper. Best friend Maggie.
Is that what he said? No, Maggie is her friend.
Oh, the best friend. Well, that's what he said, though. He's going to go visit Maggie Cooper.
Which one was? There was somebody that said they were going to a friend's house. Yeah.
They were stupid.
Yeah, he was going. He go. Do you have a name? Yes, Marie,
Oh, Marie.
which is the family name.
Ew.
Remember we just read hers? Angela Marie Witherson.
Oh, okay. Marie. Huh. All right, so now we got Franklin.
Yep. This is
Franklin.
the printer. Frank's print shop owner.
Yeah.
Hey, Franklin, it's a nice shop you have here.
Thanks, Guy. We've been working hard to improve our business. It is not easy in the city. What can I do for you?
We're investigating Victoria Frankel's murder in the theater fire. Did you hear about that?
Oh, I did, Guy. I was sad to hear. What do I have to do with any of that? I do printing for the theater, but that's about it.
Can you tell me where you were on that evening?
I was at the print shop, Guy. Why are you talking to me?
Let's take this one step at a time. Can anyone verify you were being at the print shop?
Hey, come on, Guy. I was alone. We had been closed for hours. I was just finishing some big jobs that were going to be picked up the next day.
Can you tell me about your relationship with the Frankels?
Oh, I hardly knew him. Why are you asking me questions, Guy?
We have reason to believe that you threatened the Frankels when they first bought the theater.
Oh, come on, guy. They come into Edson, buy up entire city blocks and force small businesses to close, and we're supposed to sit here by the wayside and let it happen? I just said to them what everyone else was thinking, yeah?
Sound like you're not too sad to see the theater burn down.
I'm glad to see it go, but I had nothing to do with it. Or the death of that woman.
Well, Mr. Rooks, 1 week you're making threats and then saying the theater must go, and the next you're saying that nothing had to do with the fire. But you have no alibi. What are we supposed to think?
Sounds like I need a lawyer.
Are you saying you have something you need to hide?
I have nothing to hide, guy, but you treat me like a criminal. I'm no criminal. If you want a criminal, go look at the theater. All they have there are criminals.
Are you saying you dislike the theater owners, Mr. Rooks?
Yeah. All I'm saying is I have nothing else to say without a lawyer being present.
We'll be in touch.
Don't contact me. Call my lawyer.
Have a good day.
You know I give discounts to the police department, right?
Is that a bribe?
Yeah, yeah. Take my discounts. Have a good day. Sounds suspicious. What was the husband's name? Malcolm.
Malcolm is.
He's in the middle of all this. Yes.
Malcolm.
Right.
Malcolm.
Malcolm Franklin. Nothing on the back of these. Stripping even legal in the century. I mean, not the way they're doing it. Burning buildings and killing people. All right, so we have phone. Oh, the phone records. This is where the cell phone towers might show up.
This is Maggie's records.
Oh, wow. Okay, so these are a bunch of people's.
And then we have Angela's records. And we have Franklin Rooks's records. And we have Michael Frankel's records. And Donnie Dillon.
Oh, my
So
gosh.
let's do. So let's look and verify that. Let's see if Malcolm and Marie's number doesn't match. We're supposed to be looking for somebody. Somebody's supposed to be able to be excluded, I think, based on some kind of evidence we just read that says they were not available at the time.
Okay.
But that isn't that what the phase 1 thing said? Like,
Yeah.
look for an alibi for somebody and they'll prove it.
Yeah, we need to exonerate one of the suspects by proving they couldn't have been at the scene of the crime. Proving that they couldn't be at the scene of the crime.
So we could. We need the map. Yeah.
Map is here. Zoom in on that phase 1, please. Phase 1? Okay. We'll just put it here. There's a bunch of info on that. Enhance. You're not going to just start trying the codes, are you? Let me put it over here so we can do the comparisons. That might be too small now at that point. There we go. Suspicion, eh? Okay, so we're looking for. There's a lot of information when it comes to these phone logs.
Yeah, I was trying to see if these two ever called each other.
Oh yeah, and we have a couple phone numbers there on those pink sheets.
I think we need it on there.
Oh yeah, and then we have the actual suspects' phone numbers
Yeah.
here.
So Franklin's number. It's Franklin's.
So much info.
Here's Malcolm's. Malcolm's last 3 digits are 3772. So let's see.
There's a call for 3772,
Yeah.
number 3.
Yeah, right there.
Also number 3.
Oh yeah, there. Incoming. So they,
So this is Angela's?
yeah, there's Angela Marie.
Oh,
And the
right.
husband, the actress and the husband know each other.
Yeah, he called her twice in 2 days. And range of cell towers. You want to do that.
Yeah, so
What time was the murder? 9 something?
around 8:30 to 9
On the 4th.
on the 4th.
So on the 4th, I mean, this doesn't, 16, that's 4 o'clock, right? So he was not on his cell phone from 4 to 8 the next day. He talked to her for an hour and 18 minutes. Come on. That's a long time to be on the phone. Start
Well,
with
I
the
guess-
numbers at the time of the fire. That's
Yeah, so
probably
yeah,
a good
that's
spot.
what I'll do. So 8 would be 20,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, pretty much 8:30 right there.
Yeah, and he's at Y8, right there.
Pretty close.
That's close to the theater.
He was on the phone for 11 minutes, calling 0095. You know who 0095 is? Guess it could be no one. Yep, 20 years ago
He
today.
was talking to Donnie.
Talking to Donnie. So who was talking to Donnie? Malcolm?
Malcolm called Donnie.
Malcolm called Donnie on the day of on the time of the fire.
Let's see where Donnie was. Here's Donnie.
Here's Donnie.
There he's coming in. He was also on Y8.
So they were standing next to each other, calling each other. Possibly.
But we don't know where Donnie lived. He said he went home, right? Remember he went home to eat ice cream?
Right, he went home to eat ice cream. That's what he claimed. Donnie went home to eat ice cream. I was just doing my job. I was gone by 7 p.m. Said he did not return for the rest of the night. Where does he live? Do we know that?
Yeah, it said right there. But we don't have street names on the map.
Yeah, we don't have
That's what I'm
street
saying.
names. In the city of Edston, Pinedale Avenue. Should we use a map? You think this place exists? Because that would give us some answers, wouldn't it? Edston, New York. If it's based on a real
I
place.
thought it was New Jersey.
That was New Jersey?
No, it says New York.
I don't think this place is real.
Darn.
Darn. So we don't get to know where he actually lives to see if he actually went home. Because Y8 is so close to the theater. Yeah, all of his calls are from the Y8 area. Let's see if anyone else has a call coming from not near Y8.
Yeah, the rest of them have all kind of stuff.
Nothing. Well, 1742, 26 minutes. That's so they went from LO to A9. They were in this area for 26 minutes after, which is pretty close to the time. But I guess that's not completely exonerating, is it? When did the robbery take place? And then on this article.
That happened.
Let's see, it was stolen from the theater Tuesday night, 26th of March. Doesn't really say a time or anything because, I guess they don't know. Oh no, someone said they saw. Let's see, 26th of March, which doesn't even cover these cell phone records or anything like that. Angela and Maggie claim to be home around the fire. Did either of them have a call around then?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Maggie. Wait, this is Angela.
But he didn't. She
This is
had
the
one at
actress.
20. She had one at 2039. An incoming call from P3.
What, on the 5th?
Oh, it's on the 5th. Okay.
Yeah, the 4th.
4th.
4th, she was nothing. We have no record of where she was.
So here we
She was
have
definitely a suspect.
Johnny and Franklin were talking at the time.
Okay, we got Maggie.
Well, also we also know that one of them, she said she went to the producer's reception, but nobody was there at 6:30.
Yeah, because like the one given to her by the son, was printed at a later time and changed the date.
Yeah.
To make sure she was there at the time, which makes the print shop very suspect. Of course, he could have just been hired for a job and didn't know any better.
All right,
so that was just to get her in the building, while everybody else had the regular meeting at 6:30.
So here's Maggie Cooper made a call at 2042, an outgoing call 5208, and she was at L0, which is over here.
Should be 2 pieces of evidence that would exonerate a person, so that could be one, and take note of it. Can't believe you made piles of each person's evidence with their picture laying on top of it. Why? I guess we could. We don't need to see their pictures, though.
We're gonna have a board with yarn and
Yeah, we have a full book. Attacking our organization, or lack of. But you're right. All this should be together. Like, this is all done.
we need these to cross reference. So.
Sure. That way we know where to find it, I guess. This is Angela's little speech.
There's her.
There's Angela's little profile. Yeah, Ronald and I have played through like 5 different time stories. They're a one and done for the most part, because redoing it. Well, I guess, it's been years since I've done it, so it's like I could probably do it now and forgot everything I did. Maggie.
What's that thing from
Always Sunny.
Always saying it's like Silvio Pepe or something.
Yeah, Pepe. Doesn't exist. Well, not only do they exist, but they're all looking for their mail.
All right, so good.
That's all they're talking about up
So
there.
Maggie made a call at 8:42. It says she was at L0, which is a ways away. And then this is Malcolm's again. Malcolm's and Donnie's.
Okay, keep Malcolm over there somewhere. Franklin right here. Oh, here's another Malcolm.
And this is Franklin's.
What is it? 4.
He didn't make any calls.
Yeah, it's 17, which is 7:42. Yeah, the 26-minute phone call. And the thing is, he wasn't even in the area when he made the phone call.
Yeah, he left K4, then LO, A9, then N4, K4.
So it's probably not Franklin, but I don't know if that's strong enough evidence. At the time that call ended, he was either an A9 or LO, depending on how they do it.
It's an N4.
What?
It says K4. I was trying to see where he was going. He's around K4 a lot, and then because he's seldom over at this spot.
LOA9.
Yeah, he's
this
right
area.
there, and then
Maggie. So Maggie was calling outside the area. The call log and the map should confirm it. Let's see. Oh, these. Put that here. Basil in here. What do we got on Maggie?
2042.
2040.
L0.
L0, which is way over here. So yeah, that should confirm it. So what would we say for that particular thing? Phone records, Maggie, and
The map, I guess.
the map. Map of Edston. I like it. What did it say? Cold case. Verify. All right. 12th Street Theater. What is the case number? Oh, isn't that on the red thing? Oh, it's on the band. That's right.
Yeah, it's on the band. Yeah, there it is. I was looking for it.
Okay. 798. Phase 1. 4 digits. Okay. I guess they're gonna be okay with doing it both ways. Map of Edston, K1. And Maggie's phone record, D5. Success. You can move on to phase 2. Open the next phase envelope. Continue the investigation. Good catch. Good catch.
All right. We'll move her stuff up. Out of the way.
Yeah, she's out. Yeah, in fact, just in case we need it, but I doubt we will. We'll put ours off the table. Phase 2. Here we go. There you go.
And the winner is
Yep.
phase 2. The police used Maggie's phone records to prove she could not have committed the murder. The police didn't do that. That was us.
Yeah. I thought it was clear that we were.
The
not-
investigation now turns into the unknown person leaving the scene of the crime. An eyewitness statement from that night led police to confirm that the unidentified person is responsible for crimes in the neighborhood. This led police to collect partial prints from the local crimes and 3 criminal profiles that may be a match. Police are confident that one of these fingerprints entered into the evidence belongs to the criminal seen leaving the theater the night of the fire. Which 2 artifacts reveal it? So we have to. We got another set of codes, probably the same
Yep.
stuff. We also have new evidence.
There's some new codes in here that we can put in.
We have a new criminal report of an Isaac Smith and a Karen Clapper
Karen Clapper.
and
Jason Chen.
Jason Chin.
All right. Who are they?
These are profiles of people that have similar, that maybe have stolen stuff. They say larceny and theft.
Oh,
So this has larceny, assault, robbery, possession of controlled substance, and he's DUI, public intoxication, possession of controlled substance, grand larceny.
An eyewitness statement from that night. So we got that eyewitness statement that mentioned a few things, right? Looks like the person that robbed, right?
Yeah, the one guy that looked at my previous thing, but we don't have that.
Good point. Woods. So that's all that came in the pack? Bummer. Oh, wait, there's more.
Oh, evidence. Fingerprints inside.
That's it, though. What could this be? Oh, we're gonna have to do some mix and matching, I guess. We got a thumbprint, ring print, middle print. Oh my gosh. Okay, I guess you take 2, I take 2, and we just try to find it. I'll take a thumb and a little. This little print. Simeon pinky. That's not this.
Yeah, this one.
They might not even be these people. We can compare it to the people we already have. Right? Like this Angela character. Good luck with this. I know. This is the real police work, right? Not that. Oh boy. This is rough. A lot of stuff here.
I didn't match any of them with the new ones.
Oh, you tried all the new ones? There's an Angela in this file as well. Let's try that.
Yeah, this isn't him either because it.
Hmm. Oh, those police hiring people who don't know anything about fingerprints to do fingerprint analysis. Yeah, that's not much. I don't see it there either. Who else we got? We got Malcolm over there, or how about this guy, Franklin? Trying to find somebody who may have robbed the place, huh? I do have some 3D glasses here, but I don't think it helped.
Have we elected it?
Go what?
We should have 7 fingerprint sheet.
Guy's got some weird fingerprints. Yeah, there's a bunch there too. And plus we have the originals, or the one we threw out. Oh, here's some.
Yeah, we're missing something. We're missing. We got these
This
3
is
new
Donnie.
ones.
Ooh, Donnie's starting to look suspicious though.
Yeah, here's the ring one matches.
Yeah, that's a match.
Okay, see that swirled down?
Yeah.
That's the only one that swirls like that.
I agree.
That's one I've been looking at the most. It was easier to.
Yeah, that's a match right there. Doesn't. So that one's a match for that, but there's still all these other prints. I'm pretty sure that's not him. Oh no, it's all rounded off.
Yeah,
So much reading.
This doesn't. This doesn't match because he's got these. It's circular there on this one. And this one goes around like that. And it doesn't do that.
Can you get Malcolm's? I didn't do his yet.
Yeah, his is right here.
Pretty much just look at it and get a good idea that this is not going to match. Yeah, that didn't match. Huh. Hey, Slivers! We're getting to the nitty gritty of it.
We're doing the fingerprints.
Yep, fingerprinting. So far, I mean, just Donnie and
Just Donnie on the
And that one print.
The
Yeah.
ring finger.
So let's see. So we got print number 2. Do we put it in? You think? Is that enough?
Just to match that?
Yeah, I mean, because print number 2, and then Donnie's profile, or Donnie's, what's it called? Profile form? Suspect profile. There it is. I think that's enough. Let's see. What's our case number again? Over there. There it is. A67-98. Oh, so you did it, Slivers. You're the one, Donnie. And
ice cream at the scene.
So much ice cream. And print number 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Success. Move on to phase 3. That went faster than phase 1.
Well, we had to read
Yeah,
so
had to
much.
get all that stuff.
Had to set everybody's motive.
All right. Whiskey Nick. You probably already left, but later. Yeah, Donnie's fingerprints are where he worked. Yeah, I know. It's a stretch. Like, well, yeah, of course he's there.
All right. Matching the partial print identifies Donnie Dillon as the one leaving the scene the night of the murder. Police went to question him only to find out he had just been murdered. That seems like somebody should have told us earlier.
Wait, what?
Police went to question him only to find out that he had just been murdered.
No, Donnie Dillon's dead.
Donnie Dillon's dead. Seems like that would be evidence we would have already called. But anyway, police believe that his and Victoria's murders are connected. The killer must have felt the investigation closing in. Police have reason to believe that the opportunity for Victoria's murder was created by getting her to the theater at a specific time. And included in this, we have now witness statements from Evan Ellis, homicide investigation into Donnie Dillon, roommate of victim, is Evan. I wasn't here when it happened. I found him on the ground when I got home. I didn't notice something was missing. I did notice something was missing. It was the round thing he had on his desk. I think he got it a couple of years ago.
Oh, he stole the orb. The round thing?
Oh, so this just happened in 2004.
Yeah.
Okay. This wasn't. Okay. Then neighbor across the street from Donnie Dillon. About the same time the incident, I saw a darkish color SUV speedway. I'm not sure the make, model, exact color.
An SUV.
All right. So we do know that almost everybody here drove. Well, Malcolm drove a white Navigator, so that's not him. But Angela Witherson has a black Explorer. We had a Pathfinder.
He was murdered 2 months after the original murder. Yeah.
Yeah, this is more recent. I thought this was like days after hers, but no, this is we're on the trail now, 2 years later, and somebody's murdered one of our suspects. Donnie had a LeSabre. That was previously owned by John Boyd.
Yeah, pencil. That was a bit. It's John Boyd's pencil.
John Boyd's crystal ball. And here,
Yeah, he's still John.
Franklin has a Pathfinder, a gray Pathfinder.
An SUV?
Yep.
Oh, we did find this too. Frank's Print Shop.
Which has a QR code, which is prevalent in 2004.
Right. Good point. That Frank shop's way ahead.
Frank was way ahead. He's like, I don't know what this means. Here it is, you can see.
Yeah, I'll put that there for everybody to scan.
He's like, I don't know what that means. This is design I made. People, what is that?
Let's see what it brings up.
It's the future.
Okay, so
Doc, you made a time machine out of a print shop.
shop. All right, I'm going to bring it up here. Frank's Print Shop. We offer a variety of services from printing to signage. Pretty sure that's not how you spell signage, right?
Yep.
Signage.
Well, this does look like a website from 2000.
Need to look up a previous order number? Yes. I want to look up a previous order number. 19432, the reprinting. Picked up by Angela. Ooh. File received did not match a copy from previous order. The times changed. Customer notified. Both versions provided below. Yep, we see that time change right there. Just while we're here, let's see what the old order says. Seems like an interesting way to go about killing somebody is to give them the wrong date, so they'll be there at a certain time. Okay, picked up by Sarah Steele, who probably just works at the place. All right.
And what was the date of the other one?
The other one?
3/31.
Mm-hmm. A couple days before. Picked up by Angela.
At 12:15.
The actress. Order quantity 1.
Ah.
Specifically for her. She went to a print shop
And ordered one.
and ordered 1.
Like, what?
Like, you don't have a printer at home? It's 2004. Everybody had printers back
You just
then.
photocopied it. Yeah. You could have just penciled it out and photocopied it. Or just
Yeah.
penciled out your own and put it in.
Yeah, I put was it whiteout on the original?
Why? Yeah.
Well, that's doesn't look good for Angela.
What is this?
So this is yeah, that's right. This was on the back of the card. This number here. So we're gonna try typing that in. Maybe that's something on the back of this card. Let's see. So maybe 256. It doesn't match the format. Oh, it is 350 picked up by Donnie Dillon. 2003. So this is like well after just some time he ordered.
This is a year before. Yeah. He picked up some stuff.
Year after the original death, but year before he was killed. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The original note was 2002. Yeah. So, yes, it's a year afterwards he picked up.
Yeah. So he went to the print shop, picked up something.
He ordered 350.
Yep. Oh, thank you for the raid. Once the ads go through, we can throw acknowledgement. Appreciate it. Let's see. Yep, Franklin. Okay. So what does phase 3 actually say?
The person responsible for Victoria being at the theater alone that night. Who is the one suspect?
I mean, it's Angela, right?
Yeah. I mean, she printed out of one. She picked it up.
So what would our codes be? Definitely Angela, S9, and
The Caleb's, the casting playbill, Victoria's casting playbill.
oh, Jane, thank you for the
Did you
raid.
tell it?
Appreciate the raid. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're getting through this case. I think we've almost got it. There's somebody responsible for having the victim alone. I think we're there.
There's G7 and S9.
Let's see. Put this in every time. Let's see. Phase 3. What is it again?
G7 and S9.
It's 9. Oops. Phase 3. Oh, it should be 6 digits. So there's something else we're missing. Should be 3 things.
Oh, I guess maybe the Frank's business card.
Oh, R9, right? R9 would be the printing invoice, access online.
Oh, okay.
So S9 is Angela, yeah. And then what is that? G7 is,
The casting playbill,
yeah.
and then R9, the printing invoice.
Success. Phase 4. All right. Here we go. There you go. Getting it. Yeah.
Make sure I got everything? Yep. So we have phase 4. The printing invoice for Victoria's playbill proves that Angela is responsible for getting her to the theater. When police went to bring her in, they arrested her for both Victoria and Donnie's murders based on what they saw at her house. Police took 5 photos at her residence, and something in one of the photos connects her to Donnie's murder. Connecting her to this murder would wrap up the investigation and finally get justice for the victims and the families involved. Which 2 artifacts put Angela at the scenes of Donnie's murder? Phase 4.
So Donnie's murder is 2004 now at this point.
It's that's another interview
So
sheet.
it's like a lot of the old interviews don't really work for this particular thing anyway.
Yeah, so there's a new interview.
We got some photos.
Here's a photo.
All right. Arrest photo. Some random stuff. All right. Piano with some earphones there. Okay. I have to look closely at that one. Some kitchen utensils. All right. Got some rope. Rope is usually an important detail. There's photo 5. We have cans. We have plastic.
We got a crystal ball.
Crystal ball. So where were these photos taken?
This is at Angela's house.
You took the ball?
She took the ball that Donnie had stole 2 years previously. She took the ball when she killed Donnie and took the ball.
She took the ball. Wow, these people are very careless with all this. All right, so we have a new conversation
Detective
here.
Trapper.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming in today, Malcolm. I have mixed emotion having to tell you that we found Victoria's killer. Through our investigation, we determined that a woman you had been in previous relationship with is responsible. Does the name Angela Witherston ring a bell?
No, not Marie. Girl, she did this?
Yes, we have taken her into custody and charges have been filed.
I knew I never should have gotten involved with her. I stopped seeing her months after my wife's death. Girl, I would never have thought she could do this. This is all my fault. Does Caleb know?
Detective Irvine is going to inform Victoria's son now. We do have reason to believe she had something to do with Donnie Dillon's murder as well.
This is all my fault, girl. I did this.
Don't blame yourself. We will get justice for Donnie as well. We know it's hard for you to relive this, but we appreciate your speaking with us.
Hard is an understatement. If I had a nickel. I am glad she will rest in peace. Girl, thank you. Perfect reading. All right. Compare the pics to the newspaper with the stolen artifact. I mean, that's pretty clearly the the ball, right? I mean, I don't think there's much to compare there. I mean, that's definitely the photo. What other things do we need here? What 2 artifacts put Angela at the scene of Donnie's murder? I mean, arrest photo 5 is pretty good at that.
Is there an ice cream scoop in the...
Is there ice cream?
It says Donnie on it. She's got...
Yeah, Donnie loves his ice cream. Donnie sure likes his ice cream. Let's see. What else did Donnie like doing? What did that statement say? Donnie's buddy. I wasn't here when it happened. I found him on the ground when I got home. I did notice something was missing. It was the round thing he had on his desk. I think he got it a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was the ball, I think.
Yeah, it's number 5. Would this be this thing that puts him there? Or it doesn't really put
It
her
won't.
there. It puts
Well, we know that Donnie. We never knew that Donnie had that, but now we know that he had it,
oh, is that what it is?
and
So
now it's in her possession.
it is that then. So phase 4. I'll say next page, click there. Okay. I don't have to click all that stuff. So this is the Evans witness statement, P6, and arrest photo 5, R9. P6, R9. Submit. Congratulations. There you go. Here are success story.
Let me see if I got this straight. You and Malcolm, y'all start seeing each other, okay? Then he tries to break it off with you, and you just wouldn't have it?
You'll never understand.
Oh,
No,
I didn't know the
think
voice,
I do
did I?
understand, Angela. You changed her play card, making sure she was going to be there that night. Then you smashed her over the head, and then you set the theater on fire to cover it all up. Am I getting this right?
Malcolm said he was going to leave her, but I knew he never would. I wanted the life he could give me.
Apparently enough to kill.
What else was I going to do? She had to die.
All right, Angela, you will pay for that murder. But why did Donnie need to die?
He was at the theater that night, and when you started getting close to him, I went to his house because I wanted to see what he was going to say. Things got a little out of hand.
A little out of hand, I'd say. But why take the crystal ball? What are you, a thief now?
What do you think I hit him with?
All right. Well, that's all I needed to hear. You're going to go away for a long time. I hope it was worth it. Hey, get her out of here.
Get her out of here.
Well, that's about as good of a confession as it gets, Irvine. It'll be nice to finally close this one. I'll make sure the son knows everything.
Thanks, Trapper. I sure am glad we got the cold case cracker team to help on this one. They may be a good team to call on that train case. You know, the one with the mayor's son?
They just might. I'll see if I can't put a file together. Good night, Irvine.
Good night, Irvine. We did it. And that's Cold Case Crackers, the 12th Street Theater. I guess we deserve a victory.
He won. Justice
We won.
prevailed.
Sure, there's some dead people, but we
Justice
won.
prevailed. Yes.